actually answer since I hear you made it wrong. What actually you say?
Okay, I didn't see the accident itself. I only heard it. So me, my mother, and my sister-in-law, we came running down the road to see what had happened. When we reached, we see the white vehicle slammed into the West Line bus. When we come, all the bodies were still inside the vehicle. There was 3 ladies in the back, the taxi driver at the front. You could have seen him in deadpan impact. But when we reach, we see that the young lady in at the center, she may heel over, she still may breathe. So we tell them one, have to take her out, she need to breathe, she in a terrible condition. The 2 ladies who may dead on the outside, we believe they may dead. When we check the pulse on the lady on the left-hand side, she may dead for true. But the lady on the other side, she was completely folded over, like you're taking, you fold somebody in half. Wow. Completely folded over. We don't say she dead. So me and one ex-gentleman in a tiger pants or army pants, I loosed her legs to try and free her, and then he pulled her out. She was still living. So we lay her down on her side, and we elevate her head because we know first aid, basic first aid. So we lay her down, and then we decided to take out the next young girl who was bent over, a young girl. But she was trapped underneath the other lady, so we had to move the other lady out, try 3 feet, and then we managed to take she out, and we put her on the side. She made breathe fine, and we made talk to her. We clean the passageway, we elevate her head and try make a passageway where we could breathe. But because she was dwindling, and we asked where the ambulance, and the ambulance come too late. By the time the ambulance reached, the young lady passed away. So that the 2 of them dead, plus the taxi driver. The other lady, when the ambulance reached, we managed to roll her over on the board, put her on the board, put her inside the ambulance, and then they managed to get a passageway and a tube down her throat so she could breathe, and they took her to, I believe, Belize City.
At that time, what was going through your mind also in your mind?
What made it go through my mind is just for rescue the people there. We serve an awesome God, and all I was doing was asking God to help them. I prayed for each and every one of them. Just ask God for giving them the patience, give us the patience, show us what to do. I was frightened, but at the end of the day, these are human beings, and we need to save their life, and that was the only thing. I never care if I had on gloves. I never care if the police tell me move. That is a human life. I want help. I am here to help, and that's what we do. So we just all kicked into action. We just ran straight to the vehicle, and we just started to help. Unfortunately, we were a little too late. The accident was too severe.
What was the kind of song?
It was a huge, loud bang, like an explosion, like when a bomb set off. It was a bang, and we heard it clear because we lived just a little distance from the bridge. I'd say, about 150 yards we lived from the bridge, so we heard it loud and clear, and we said, that is an accident.
What was you doing at the time when you heard the song, and what you do?
Well, me and my sister-in-law, we made a talk, and we were in the kitchen, and then when we heard the accident, we just ran out. That's what we were doing.
What do you holler when
I said, dear God, one accident. Dear God, one accident. That's what I hollered.
Do you think that they are like some Belizean or foreigners?
No, then they're foreigners. I don't know if they were going back to the airport, if they were going to the islands or where, but then they're all foreigners. The 3 of them. Definitely, because we saw the passports.
Is it true that why they made me pregnant?
No. The one who made pregnant was supposed to be in the bus, and I think she just frightened from what happened. She's supposed to get really frightened, and that what triggered she off. But no, none of them were pregnant, not that we saw.
More or less about how much person you think may in the bus?
That bus looked like it loaded. I reckon it was full to capacity.
Was there any screaming when you come?
When I come, I hear, yes, one lot of screaming, and they try to crawl through the windows, through the back. They were really terrified. Everybody just to try to get out, but yeah, they were screaming. They made it tremble to some little kids, and they tremble. They were just terrified, in shock.
Nobody like when they faint afterwards.
I tell you, I went straight to the people laying on the vehicle, so to tell you if they made a faint way, I couldn't say. Maybe, I'm not sure.